I gotta go to Florida. I know what you're thinking. Does it ever stop snowing where I live? No, it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't at all. It is always snowing here. For as much as I love ice fishing and I love winter, it's time to get out of here for a little bit. I need to go south, I need to set the hook on some bass, and I need to bring the adventure elsewhere because this winter is just nuts. I'm not done, by the way. I'm gonna finish up shoveling, so don't judge this work. I know it's a little sloppy. I'm almost there. Don't judge me. Almost done. This is nuts. This is too much. I need to move. I need to leave. This is too much. We've got like 8 inches of snow last night on top of the previous 200 feet of snow we already got in February. This has got to be a record. But luckily, I'm leaving here, going down to Florida. I got the invite to my buddy Wes and his wife-to-be to go celebrate their wedding. So congratulations to you guys in advance. But while I'm down there, I'm gonna be doing some fishing. So if anything looks juicy, I'm gonna be flipping a jig and do it. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped to leave the Midwest for a little bit. So stay tuned. Let's go fishing! Wow. Wow, this is absolutely weird. I feel naked. I feel absolutely naked right now. Going from negative 10 degrees and 2 feet of snow to 75 degrees, gorgeous out, and we're going for bass. That is like, it's nuts. I'm in flip-flops, shorts, and a t-shirt, and it's never felt better. So, we found a couple of small ponds near where we're staying because it's close by the wedding and it's just convenient. I brought a couple travel rods, and I'm gonna start out today with just a staple, just a nice jig and a nice wacky rig Senko. So I don't even know if bass live in here. I've never fished here. I don't know anything about the Jacksonville area, but it's a nice little open area to cast. I see a drain anywhere that just fresh water is flowing into. I don't know. I feel like bass be hanging out in here. So I'm gonna get to casting and hopefully scratch off the first bass of the 2019 season. So stay tuned. You won't be pissed. Alrighty, creeping up here on this drain. Pretty sick. Okay, it seems like the water's flowing this way, which is not cool. I kind of wanted it to be flowing out because I thought, you know, I'd push little bait and bugs and everything into the pond and they'd be kind of just sitting with their noses right out in front of this drain. But since it's pouring in, that kind of defeats the purpose. Either way, it's worth taking some casts here. I am going to start out with just a staple, a wacky rig Senko. What else? Green pumpkin, that does the trick. And I'm just hoping for one at this point. A big one would be sick, but I don't really care what I catch. It's just nice to be in the warm weather. So let's try it. I'm here with my girlfriend. She's doing some fishing too. Straight out from us is a tiny little gator. She's throwing the frog. I'm throwing the worm, and a little gator pops out of nowhere. He's pumped. He wants some of your frog.
Oh.
It's not a big one. It's just a small one. That's cool to see though. People that live in Florida, this is probably something so common to you, just seeing a tiny little gator in the water. But if you're from the Midwest, if you're from Minnesota and you see a gator for the first time, it is like freaky. It's like being in the ocean and seeing just a shark fin. It's like something you only see on TV until you see it. That's awesome though. He's just a cool little guy. Here we go, fish on. He's caught in the weeds, get out of there. Oh, he absolutely choked the Senko. First bass of the 2019 season. Not a giant, but God, look at how fat this is. Dang. That is awesome. First little chunker of the year. See you, buddy. Cool. That was right next to that little drain right there. This is not the same drain we started at, but just kind of worked my way down, fan casting that Senko, and okay, there's bass in here. I have high hopes. Spot number one, I would count as a success. We saw a tiny little gator, which was cool, but we figured out that there was bass in this pond. I saw a couple with my glasses, and then I caught that one short little chunker. But I think we're gonna kind of just move on. We saw another little pond on our way in here, and I think we're gonna go hit that up. So stay tuned, you won't be pissed. After spot number 1, hit a little smoothie break from Smoothie King. We don't have these up north, so this is kind of a treat. But killing 2 birds with 1 stone, not only getting a snack, there's a tiny little pond right behind Smoothie King. So I hope it's loaded with bass. Stick with us. It's a tiny little pond. It looks like it has some depth, which is cool because the other ponds we were fishing were like 2 to 3 feet. Just looked like little mud bogs. But this has got some depth, and I think I'm just gonna chuck the old Cinco around, see what happens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something waked. Yep. Fish on. Just a little guy? Well, that was instant. Okay, this pond could be good. That's not a bad bass. Oh, very cool. The little Cinco strikes again. Okay, our second pond we're at, and I have high hopes. This is sick. See you later, buddy. This looks much deeper. It's just a tiny little pond, but looks like it has some decent depth. So maybe there's a big mama here. There we go. There's one. Oh, not a bad one. Right off that tiny little stick in the water. Oh, stay down, stay down, stay down. Not a bad one. There we go. Oh, that was sick. Oh my gosh, get it. This bird over here is going freaking nuts. Get away, shoot, get away, get away. Eat my friend the bass. Fish are friends. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a giant freaking like crane over there, and he tried to steal my buddy. Second little bass in the second spot. Literally, I hooked it, pulled it out of the water, and there's like a crane behind me, and he just swoops in. I'm like, no, get back, get back. Tried to eat my little buddy. All right, you're up. You gotta try the worm now. Oh my gosh, instant. This pond is freaking loaded. This pond is absolutely loaded. This is sick. Oh, get up here. Pretty nice one, yeah, dang. The Cinco is freaking on fire, boys. This pond is juice loaded. We literally fished like 2.5 hours at the other one, and I caught 1 fish, and we come here and I make 5 casts and boom, boom, boom. So this pond is clearly loaded. There's gotta be big ones in here. There's got to be a big one. The classic yum dinger seems to be the ticket today. Black and blue. Put a couple more of these in my pocket, and I'm gonna kind of work down the bank.
Not a huge one, but it is my first bass of 2019, so can't complain. Nice weather out in Florida. Catching bass.
What'd you get it on? Cinco too?
Yeah, I tossed it though.
Okay.
Of course, the little ones toss them. All right, we'll get it back in the water.
Nice. This pond is freaking loaded. No way. No way.
Just a little nugget again. Ooh, but he's a fighter. And he throws my worm again, you little stinker.
These little suckers always kick those worms up. All right, let's see if you can go 2 for 2.
Little green pumpkin, chartreuse on the tail. Golden. What is that?
Oh, yes!
2 for 2. Can't complain. Both the same size, maybe a little longer.
We need a big one.
Yeah, they're so dark here.
They are, they're cool. All right, see if you can go 3 for 3.
Here we go. Hold on.
Same little pile of wood.
Gotta let it melt.
No way, 3 for 3. This is an insane school of bass.
This one's a little bit better. Maybe. 3 for 3. Woo!
The streak is over. Steph just went 4 for 4. I'm picking my rod back up and I'm going for a big one now. No more small ones, no more dinkers, going for a big one. That one feels pretty good. This pond is literally so cool. We can cast across it. There's got to be some big ones in here. They're all just cookie cutter, like 1.5 pounders. For as much fun as it is catching little squeakers all day, I think we know what this pond consists of. Just a bunch of really aggressive tiny bass. So we're gonna kind of move on. This was literally in the back of Smoothie King. We're gonna check some more fast food joints and see if they have fire ponds in the back of them too. So stick with us. See you, buddy. Woo.
Nailed it.
Oh, God. Spot number 3, just 2 ponds right next to each other. Found it on maps behind a Target building. So I think we're gonna stick to this pond right here because this pond has like cattails and bushes and looks like a gator could just come out and bite you. So we're gonna stick to this one. I'm gonna tie on the worm, but then I might just search around with more of like a chatterbait, spinnerbait, swim jig. I don't know. We don't have too much light left, but let's get after it. Spot number 3 was a total bust. We only fished here for like 30 minutes, but like both ponds are super shallow. You know what I mean? There's like no weeds, there's no structure. It just seems like a dead sea out here. So we might hit up one more spot before the light goes down. Let's get in the car. Spot number 4. If you can see behind me, we've got cattails, weeds, fallen trees. It's got Florida Juicy Pond written all over it, and we're out of time. The lights in the back of these buildings are coming on. I had a couple workers come out and say, I can't fish here past dark, so we're just out of time. But I think we might start here tomorrow morning. This just looks too juicy not to fish. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode. It was awesome to get out, catch some of my first bass of 2019, get out of the snow, get out of the cold, get out of the crazy weather, and jump down to Florida. So congratulations again to Wes and Sarah in advance. I'm pumped for your wedding tomorrow. It's gonna be a blast, but maybe before the wedding we might have to hit up this pond. So stay tuned, let the adventure begin.